Hi, it's Peg, and I am working on the Brigitte Coopson's Gel Printing Challenge for the month of September. And today I am working with some Distress ink sprays. These are kind of a messy thing to work with, so I'm going to get a box out to do some spraying in. And I'm going to also work with a gel plate, and I have a placemat pad that I'm putting underneath it to catch the overflow of spray, because this stuff will go everywhere, but I like the effects. So I'm just going to spray onto my gel plate, and yeah, get a nice, it does bead up some. I'm not too worried about that, because what I want is to blend these colors, and you have to dry in between because you don't really want to make mud, but we're working first with complementary colors, and those are the colors that are across from each other on the color wheel. So I'm picking some greenish and reddish colors that I'm going to work with out of this line of Distress inks, and drying that down. And I also want to use some stencils and things, because I'm going to do several days worth of work here. I'm adding water, because the Distress ink reacts with water, and you get that kind of chalky surface that comes up with oxidation. And so that's layer number one. Now I'm grabbing another color. This is kind of a mowed lawn, I think, is this one. Give it more green. I'm just filling out the background here on these tags. These are just some tags I got out of the clearance aisle, and they're, what do they call that stuff? Manila cardstock. And they make a good surface. Whether I use it as a tag or cut it down into something else, it will work for me. So I'm just creating a background right now. Next up, I've got some more colors. Now I'm going into the red family, which is the complement to the green family. Laying that down, and I'm going to try working with a stencil, and you'll see that this stuff is way too wet when I pull it up. That this particular technique did not work real well, but I will show you the good and the bad. It's not about perfection, it's about play. So I still like the tag the way it turned out, and I will show you some shots later. But yeah, continue to play. So next up on the list is felt tip markers. And yeah, I wasn't sure what I wanted to use for this. It's all about playing, I'm going to put some microglaze over this just to seal all of that in. And then I will get out some big brush markers just to, let's try something. Try it. It's all about experimentation and play. I have no idea how these are going to work on the gel plate. I'm just going to get them out and play. So I'm going to do a little resist technique using some of that. I've got the microglaze out. I'm going to put some resist on my tag before I start printing, and we'll see what that does. So this is for day 21. It's called Image Resist. So I'm using that. It's a wax to resist with, and you could use any wax product. This happens to be a product from Judikins that I've had for years. It lasts a very, very, very long time. I know Ranger also sells it under their brand. But yeah, I'm doing layers of resist. You know, first I put it down, then I added some spray. Now I'm doing another layer of resist, putting some spray on the gel plate, getting my colors blended there, and then I'm going to use that for my pickup because I don't want a solid layer of color. I want to layer in different areas. And when you're working with these distress, I think that's best because you want it to have the depth, and that's what you do when you're adding all of those layers and the resist. And yeah, so I'll give you some shots of that so that you can enjoy. I had a lot of fun with this technique. I enjoy working with the wax, and it turned out pretty good. So I apologize. I'm not sure what happened to the footage where I was using the pens, but I will give you some photos of what happened with those. And, you know, have an experiment. Try some pens, some felt tip pens on your own plate and see what happens. So I'll see you again next time, guys. Remember to be kind and click that bell for notifications. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.